Hello everyone, my name is Johan Majlov, and today I'm putting this video together to talk a little bit on culture of 5S. You know, 5S is a very famous method, a kind of basic idea around world-class manufacturing or lean thinking, whatever you call your own program and your own progress, let's say. I have worked with this for many years, and I've never really seen a company buying into this as a culture, as a way of living. It's more driven by other demands, let's say medical requirements, food requirements and such. There are some companies who have a nice level, but it still requires a lot of sustainability efforts from management, from leadership in general to get it going. And some companies do it a little bit better, some struggle. But I'm going to give you a little story, an idea around what I think is important, and it's around the culture of 5S and why it works in some areas and why it doesn't in other areas. So I'm going to use some analogies, and as you know, I'm sure you know, an analogy, there's no perfect ones, but some are useful. So I'm going to use this one because I think it's useful, because I can feel what I'm telling you now to be a really important part of the 5S culture. You see, I'm trained by Toyota. And these Toyota trainers had an approach to things that I suddenly remembered during the World Cup, Soccer World Cup that was going on here in 2018, the summer of 2018. And I saw the fans, the Japanese fans on the stands after the game, cleaning up the stands after themselves. It's like, who does that? And also the locker room where the Japanese team had played was absolutely spotless after. A little note saying thank you for having us or something similar. But I mean, they walked in with grass cleats in there and still it's spotless. And you can say, but what's going on there? And here's the thing, I've been to Japan and there's something in their culture. I'm not saying that you should be Japanese now, you have to understand. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, listen to this analogy. There's something in the culture where what they do is about helping other people. Nobody has to clean up after me. I'm walking in, we're going up the escalator, I'm standing to the side so people who are in a rush can pass me without having to ask me to move, for example. Things like that. Think about the culture we have here. I'm currently in the United States, but this is similar in most part of the Western world that I experienced anyway. Is that it's more about the individual. We drive in the wrong lane, blocking the whole traffic by driving slower, because, what do you mean? I can do that. We think that the other shift hasn't cleaned enough, so I don't have to clean now because they didn't do that. You know, we are looking into programs and trying to drive it with management, because otherwise people won't do that. Because I think that our culture is more individually concentrated, and we try then to take a program, an idea or a method, whatever you want to call it, like 5S, and we try to put that into a culture where I don't really care about the other guy. Like, if that's the case, I'm not saying at all that it's always the case, but what if it is? What if the case is that the other shift doesn't have to be treated in a good way by me, because they didn't treat me in a good way, so I have the right. You can do as many 5S events you want in your life, it will never work. But what if 5S is about helping the other person? What if that is the basic idea? You know, we say we can search for tools faster. No, I leave the tools in a place that we have agreed so you can find them faster. I clean up after myself so it's easier for you to work here. And if you didn't clean, it must have been a problem that shift. So I'm going to clean up and leave it in a good shape for you to make it easier for you next shift. So the question is this: what if 5S is about helping each other? And here's something that is a huge pitfall. 5S is not about cleaning. It's not. 5S is about what you need to do to make sure you don't have to clean. So when we put cleaning systems up so that different shifts should clean and brush the floors and whatever, that is not 5S. That's housekeeping that you should do anyway. But 5S is about creating a situation to stop the contamination of the floors, if that would be possible, or searching for tools, putting things back together where it should be. That is more 5S. And it's also possible to develop all the time. You can make 5S much better than the lower level. You know, to make the minimum all the time doesn't give you the world-class level, right? They give you the minimum level. So here's my message to you. Helping each other, caring for each other inside the company. Let everybody else in the world keep on doing whatever they like, and especially the competition. Help each other internally by following a way of taking care of things so it's easier for other people and making sure we don't have to clean. That's 5S. I hope you can see what I'm trying to say to you, and I think when you get that mindset right, you'll be successful. Thanks for listening.